My name is Deniz Erkus. I'm actually from Turkey. My origins are in Istanbul. And with work, I moved to Luxembourg, Dubai and Switzerland. I worked with corporate banks and investment funds for 25 years. And then I made the decision to move to more entrepreneurship. And I started my advisory company in Switzerland. And now I support the projects which combine the fintech and impact investing together, or it can be individually as well, as long as there is a purpose to make a change, positive change to the world. And I also work on the asset management, on the value investing side, really combining investors to investments. That's what I do at the moment. This is the first time I'm participating as the jury member in the panel. It's very active environment, I think. I think the startups are really in it. The mentors especially, the way they were guiding them, they were really supporting them and helping them for their pitch for tomorrow. I think it adds value to the startups and overall to Turkey as well, because Turkey initiates such an event which I was not aware of. Me living in Switzerland, coming here is very important to me as well. The Brockway found me in LinkedIn because I guess it shows that I support the startups in my profile. So we talked, and I was very interested, and I came in to support him. I participated, yes. I think what I've seen here as difference is the startups have a shorter time to put their message across. I've seen 7 minutes in Europe, 7 minutes for pitching, and then they go back. The mentors, they make the selections and they call them a limited number of them that they select. They again have 7 minutes, but the mentors ask questions. And then they come to the first 3 that they are winners of that specific event. So I found here that the startups needed to be more focused on putting their message across than those I have seen. But this is the general concept. There are startups presenting and mentors understanding whether it is a good for them, good for the mentors or startups to proceed, at that specific time. But one other thing that I thought that it was very good that came from the mentors and the MC as well, is that there is no specific winner. This is no winning or losing situation. It is an investment actually they make to make connections, because each connections may bring to something bigger later on. No, I'm not here only for the jury. Jury is nice to be in, but that's not what I want to have as, personally for myself. I think I can summarize in 3 things. One is my education was in Turkey, so I got all my university and everything done here, and then rather fast I went to Europe and stayed. So now I see that I need to come and do something that is going to contribute to Turkey. So this is one of the reasons I'm here. And the second one, I mentor myself. Other startups in Switzerland is a part of my business. So I thought that I may identify some, that can help, where my expertise can be useful and good for them. And the third one is an ideal source to some venture capitalists in other jurisdictions. So even if I don't do the advisory or mentorship for some, I may deal source really for them to invest. They put their money as angel investor or scaling up to those startups. So that's why I'm here, because of those 3 reasons. Well, one criteria is I need to understand what's about. If I don't understand, that means it's not for me. The second thing, I'm very much on the impact investing. So I think about SDGs, I think about sustainability, I think about is that project or is the idea is something that it can do good for the world. You know, this is one of the criteria that I value a lot because that's my passion. And those take the priority for me. So the use of technology, impact, sustainability, they don't need to target specific SDG. It should just make a positive impact to a community, to the world, or to something that we value. And the fintech, because I think the use of blockchain, use of the fintech tools, I would say, that we have now, they make the projects more complete and more secured, especially in certain regions. So these are the things I'm looking at. I look at the chemistry with the founder or with the team. The chemistry needs to work. And honesty and ethics are important. You know, the startup, if they don't know, they need to say, because there is no limit to learn, and ethics is clear. You know, it's honesty is very important for me. Yeah. I started my career in the asset management world, and many times I've been around the table, only me as a lady, all men around me. So I kind of get used to it, but it's not good to get used to it, because then it becomes normal to me. And when I started now, I'm a board member of an Impact Investing Association in Zug, in Switzerland. And there we did an event, and then I realized, again, the speakers were all men, and then we were looking for women ourselves. We put ourselves as a speaker because a woman needed to be in the group. So this is not right. I see one thing. I mean, is the woman also? They need to show up. They need to speak up. They are very well educated. They are very strong ladies in the world. They know a lot. They just need to be courageous. And they don't need to be scared because there are men around. We are all human. We are equal. So they need to speak. They need to show up. And we will try to put this as an association, or me, you know, when I talk to startups, to support them more and to say that confidence is the key, and feel equal, basically, which is the reality. So. I think is, to me, what I thought first, you know, when I was going through with Burak Bey, you know, what was about. I thought it was very regional, you know, because there is a Turkey startup and there is Istanbul startup. I asked the difference, and then I realized that it is a global event. So that makes it special, because even me, as a Turkish person, I thought it was a regional. But becoming global, and sometimes I see that it can be even more global than some other events that advertise as global. The variety of the startups countries coming here are amazing. Mantra is the same. Mantras are coming from all over the place. I think it makes it special, and it makes it special Istanbul, because Istanbul is a city bridging. That's the role of Istanbul. So that can go further, I think, with the more repetitions, more events will show more how good this event can be globally. There are good ideas. I mean, everybody has good ideas. It's just how they execute the idea, and whether that idea is investable. You know, that's the one. I met actually my type of investment when I was networking outside. So I will see her tomorrow presenting, pitching. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say specific name, but they're definitely they all touch heart of our hearts, especially when they touch some, sustainability. Some of them they did. They were good for me. But there are more tomorrow. There are hundreds of them. So today we've seen only 14, I think. So I'm curious about what we are going to see tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, it's very good. It's very interesting for me to be here. I'm quite excited about tomorrow and Monday. The final day. Who's going to be selected? The most successful for this event. It's nice to be a part of this 4 days. Thank you.